The South African Special Risk Insurance Association says it requires at least 3 more years to recover from the 2021 unrest, which resulted in unprecedented damage claims. Sasria has so far strengthened its capital base to 18.6 billion rand in the financial year ended in March. The entity has also reported a 34% increase in profit to 4.5 billion rand. Meanwhile, total assets rose by 27.1% to 20.9 billion rand, while reinsurance costs declined. Sasria has now set a target of reaching 30 billion rand in reserves. CFO Dirk Kunz discusses this with us. Thank you so much for your time, Dirk. First, talk us through the plans that are in place to ensure that Sasria reaches that desired 30 billion rand reserves target.
Oh, good afternoon to Isang. Yes, so as a business, we have set ourselves this Vision 2029, in which we are targeting the 30 billion rand by around about that time. I think we, as a special risk insurer, our policies being sold through agent companies and other insurers, we are very much reliant on the underlying market conditions that drives our premium. We have seen some good premium growth over the past year, but that is obviously not always guaranteed going forward. But in doing so, one thing that we are doing is, of course, putting together some good reinsurance structures, optimizing those so that our costs are minimized to the minimum. And ultimately, claims experience is something that is quite important for us. We've been very fortunate over the last 3 years where we've seen very low loss ratios, therefore claims from policyholders. If that were to continue, we'd reach the 30 billion quite soon. But as you might know, our business is quite unpredictable, very volatile. And should there be a major catastrophic event in the next couple of years or so, that could have a dramatic impact on our ability to reach that target. But continuing cost management and focus on our reinsurance structures and what we have under our own control will probably get us there.
Absolutely, but it is also noted that the entity requires that 3 more years to bounce back from the 2021 unrest. I'm interested in finding out what challenges have emerged, especially in efforts to recover from the events that led to the unprecedented damage claims. As you indicated, it is an unpredictable market.
Yeah, so one thing that we've learned is that you need good information, and building, therefore, a risk intelligence capability is something that really is important to us and something that we've invested some time and effort into. It has created the ability for us to understand our risks better, and I think there's still a way to go towards doing that and getting to an understanding of forecasting and predicting these events because of the very nature of these types of events. So it's not necessarily it will ever get there, but I think from our perspective, we need to get better at understanding that. It further allows us to provide much better information to our stakeholders like reinsurers, who's very good partners of ours, also played a vital role in settling the claims in 2021. And, by providing them with good risk intelligence information also reduces the cost of premiums that we pay to them and so forth. So that it is really those types of plans that we're putting together to really enhance resilience for ourselves.
Having said that, is there a role to play for the likes of National Treasury along with South African businesses and taxpayers in this country for Sasria's recovery?
Oh, certainly. As we've seen, and unfortunately, we had to approach National Treasury in 2021 to assist us with the paying of claims. I think we took at length to indicate that it was also following some good dividends that we've been able to pay back to our shareholder, National Treasury, over time. So, that is one part, but their support is critical to our success. We need them to stand behind us as sort of an insurer of last resort. But our job is to make the distance between the policyholder and the taxpayer a little bit further. So it's important that as management, we focus on building the reserves towards these targets that we have, accumulating the reserves in an appropriate amount of time for our policyholders to be in a position where we ourselves can be self-sufficient and pay these claims. I don't think the taxpayers over time would enjoy us continuously going back to the shareholder for funding. We need to find a way of managing that appropriately. But there might be instances in the future where certain events is of such a nature and of such an extent where that support will be needed. And, working closely with National Treasury is quite important regarding that.
All the best, and thank you so much for your input, Sasria. CFO Dirk Kunz talking us through their latest financial results.